finally, finally, if you're going to do one thing with your child, or you're going to do all the things that I've recommended with your child's sleep, the most important thing is that you have to stay consistent. Okay, this is crucial to yours and your child's success. If you decide, you know what, we're doing 7 o'clock bedtime, you want to do that consistently every single night as much as possible. And what I tell my families, whether we're working one-on-one or they're attending this seminar that you're hearing right now, you have to give any changes that you implement with your child at least 2 to 3 weeks to really see significant results, okay? And that's just because, like I said, sleep is a habit for everybody. If I came to your house and said, you know what, sleep experts say that sleeping on your kitchen floor without a blanket is the best way to sleep. If we were to implement that change, don't you think it would take a long time for you to get used to that? You betcha. All right. So any changes that you're implementing with your child's sleep, you got to be consistent. Okay. And when I say consistent, you have to be consistent on your bedtime routine, the schedule you've decided, the sleep environment where your child actually sleeps, and your expectations as well. So if you've decided, you know what, I'm getting my child sleeping in their own bed, I'm not going to rock them to sleep anymore. Once you've decided to make that change, stick with it. The last thing you want to do is try it for a couple of nights, you get really frustrated, and you throw in the towel and you let your kid come into bed with you, right? Your child has just learned at that point, okay, well now I got to suffer for 2 nights before the old girl finally gives in and lets me come into bed with her. Or I have to do that before she actually picks me up and rocks me to sleep. All right. So if you've decided you're going to get your child sleeping independently, for example, give your child more time and don't throw in the towel too quickly. The more consistently you follow it, the faster your child is going to learn the new rules around sleep. Now, this is a minor point, but you do want to make sure that your child's room is really for sleep and nothing else, okay? So if your child has a ton of toys in that room, or worst case, your child maybe does some timeouts during the day in their room, really change that around. Maybe the toys live in another place for right now. Change your timeout corner to another place in the house. You want your child to associate their room with sleep and relaxation. And keep your child's room boring. Basically, if they wake up in the middle of the night, their 2 options are 1, go to sleep, 2, lie here until I finally fall asleep. You don't want them getting up, playing with toys, etc., etc. And like I said, once you've made a change, stick with it. And the first few nights of implementing changes are absolutely going to be a challenge. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It's going to be tough, and that's just because your child is learning new routines. They're learning new sleep habits. And you have to be consistent in sticking with the changes you've made. But I'm telling you this right now. If you stick with it and if you're consistent, the program works. It works if you do it. And the thing you have to remind yourself is that, yes, it may be a challenge the first few nights, but if you keep your eye on the end prize, that your child's going to be going to bed earlier, they're going to be sleeping better and with more quality, keep your eye on that goal, and it will help you stay focused and to keep things on track. And in the end, like I said, everybody in the house is going to be sleeping better, not just your child with special needs. Now, like I said, these are very practical guidelines, and these are the foundations of what I teach my families, whether it's one-on-one or in this lecture here. But I also understand that change is really, really hard for a lot of people. We are very habitual creatures. We don't like when things change up. And I think that for a lot of parents who try to implement changes with their child's sleep, they know what they have to do inherently, but they just don't know where to start, or they can't take that final leap. And they need guidance, they need accountability. And that is what I offer. So if you are interested in getting more one-on-one help with your child's sleep, and you're ready to get them sleeping independently, you're ready to get them sleeping with the best quality possible, I am here to help. So all you have to do is book a call with me at this link. We'll have a call. We'll talk about what your child's currently struggling with their sleep. I will talk to you about what my packages include, and we're going to get you and your child on a pathway to sleeping great through the night. Now, my private sleep consultations include the following. So I will ask you to fill out a detailed questionnaire and with which a customized sleep plan is designed for your child. This questionnaire includes questions about their sleep, what they eat, their development, and what you want with regards to your child's sleep. What are your goals? Now, I'll do at least a 1-hour consultation remotely to go over your child's sleep training program. And during this time, I'll go over with you what the ideal goals are for your child's sleep. I'll go over with you all the possible what ifs. I'll go over with you all the ways to troubleshoot if you run into certain problems at 2 a.m. And the plan will also go over what your child ideally needs for their sleep as well. Now, after teaching you that after doing that consultation, and after teaching you your child's sleep program, you have my unlimited email support for at least 3 weeks. And we're going to do up to 6 follow-up calls just to make sure that things are staying on track, to hold you accountable to the plan that we've agreed upon, and more importantly, to celebrate the successes when your child has them. So that first night that your child goes to sleep and they don't need you there, we're going to celebrate that. That first night that your child has a full night's sleep, we're going to celebrate that too. Okay? So to have that one-on-one coaching and to have that person there telling you every step of the way, you're doing fine, you're doing okay, you're doing it right, let's tweak that. This is where my families find success. My families who are really now sleeping great and their kids are sleeping great for the last 6 months, 2 years, whatever, it's because they had this one-on-one help initially to pave the pathway to a great night's rest. Now, to learn more, you can always email me. You can always visit my website, www.melissadomansleepconsulting.com. Please feel free to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm always posting tips, success stories, events, things like that. So it's a great way for you to get additional information even after this seminar. Now, if you have any questions, all you have to do is just type them on this YouTube page. Just simply reply to this video and you can post your questions there. You can always email me as well. And again, I'll show you my email address. If you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to reach out, okay? And again, if you are ready to get your child really sleeping well through the night, okay, don't forget to book a call with me. www.calendly.com/Melissa Doman. I'm there. You pick a time that works best for you, and we will get on the phone and talk about how we can help your child sleep great through the night. And I want to conclude by saying, first of all, thank you for tuning in. I know this is a lot of information, but it's a lot of really important information. And again, I'm here to teach you and to teach the world that your child with special needs can sleep great. They can have a good night's rest. And sleeplessness does not have to be part of your job description anymore as a parent, okay? So I wish you and your family a great night's rest and have a good night.